If you've ever been told that you're too old to pivot or too young to be taken seriously, this challenge is for you. Hello, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Detroit, Virginia, and Atlanta. We're calling out the ageism gap that's been quietly limiting dreams and stealing opportunities from both ends of the spectrum. This isn't just inspiration, it's activation. It's time to confront the ageism gap head on and reclaim your earning power, your voice, and your vision. That's why I'm launching a bold new challenge to shatter the age taboo and prove that your best chapter starts right now. For reasons unknown to us over here at Gap Tracks, these 5 locations gobbled up our ad on ageism, driving more traffic to our platform than ever before. Let me walk you through what I am proposing based on the craziest thing that ever happened in my 35+ year global journey that you will hear in Nancy's testimonial right now. And when I say crazy, I mean like, wow, totally crazy.
Hi, I'm Nancy, and I'd like to share with you how Gap Tracks helped me prepare for a high-stakes job interview for a position that I've been wanting for years. So I was going into the 3rd round of interviews, and I was really nervous. Despite having decades of experience and expertise, I'm having to compete with younger professionals, and I'm finding myself often passed over because I'm of a certain age. So when I saw Gap Tracks on social media, I thought, what the heck, I'll take the plunge, I'll try it. I know I've got gaps to overcome. What are they? I'd like to find out. So I spent just $90 and a few hours of my time, and I came away with tools that I used literally in my job interview that blew the interview committee away, and they offered me the job. So I just want to tell you all that it's easy, it's hands-on, it's dynamic. It only takes a few hours of your time, and it's only $90. It is worth the investment. And now I've got the job I've been wanting for years, and I'm really proud. You can be too.
Does this resonate with you? Do you feel that because of ageism, you are holding yourself back? Like this is only happening to you, where you isolate your potential and succumb to less because you've tried so many times? I am seeking to discover through hard evidence and data why ageism is hitting your community so hard and which problems associated with the ageism gap you're battling the most with. I know how to help each of you individually, and that is why I designed Gap Tracks for individuals to no longer depend on leadership to make decisions for them. What path can I provide for you to join the challenge, take the journey, and achieve new heights? Well, permit me the pleasure and the opportunity to lay it out. The 6 things I know. I know this ad hit your locations very hard. I know that you have the answers inside, locked up, waiting to be pried out. I know that ageism causes hesitation and self-doubt, but question yourself, can I do it? I know you can rise to the challenge and jump out of that hamster wheel because you've been successful at something in your life before. I know you deserve to have more support than you currently get. I know these dreams run through your mind, yet you hide in plain sight asking, will this pay off? And we both know it will. So let's get to the finish line. Due to the nature of this challenge, your attention to the details are crucial. The challenge is about ageism, and it is location-based. So who is going to be the first to win? Philadelphia, New Jersey, Detroit, Virginia, or Atlanta? This is a call for you to participate. For each location that onboards 2,000 Gap Trackers, those are our global learners, we will roll out a series of events. We will do online summits after the first 1,000 learners, and we will also prepare a 1-day base camp event after the first 500 learners at a venue that you will help us choose. Let's talk about data gathering. Participation will be voluntary. As each one of you onboards, we will begin surveying you to gather and process data regarding your ageism battle to get a clear view of demographics, the problems associated to the ageism gap, such as wage differentiation, social emotional stressors, and we will present this data to you at the events so we can work with your communities to shatter the stigma of ageism. The events are for you, about you, around you, because of you, and they will include a professional networking component so you can share your achievements with each other and grow together. They will also include feedback on the most challenging assignments so we can work through them. And most importantly, a peer-to-peer panel to discuss your journey from assessing to closing your gaps so others can also draw from your achievements. But, and there is always a but, I do not have a magic wand. I'm not a wizard with magic potions. I have learned over 35 plus years deploying to organizations and impacting thousands of people. It is simple to learn when you put in the work because it requires you to extract the best of you from within. Why has this never been taught to you before? I just said it. It's because it's taboo. Let's be bold and brave, and let's talk about your finances and mine. We all have hardships. Mine was drastic. I have been doing what I've been doing for 35 years. But 2.5 years ago, after 35 years of living in Brazil, running a globally successful business in gap filling, I made the most difficult decision of my entire life. I had a 3-day window of opportunity to walk away from a very destructive marriage. I didn't have a plan. I took action and got my daughter and I on a flight to the United States at the age of 53. I started over from scratch, but I had the Gap Tracks framework I have implemented for decades to fall back on. And now, less than 3 years later, at the age of 56, I am here with you, bigger, bolder, and brighter. It's been an arduous journey, and believe me, I get it. This is why I want to talk to you about money and investing in yourself. I do not believe in unethical online sales, forcing people in delicate situations to run themselves into debt. This initiative is backed solely by me, growing organically with you. That is why the Gap Tracks offer for this challenge is accessible for all. You know that filling gaps that hinder progress is hard to do on your own. It's hard to ask for help. It's frequently stacked with proud anxiety because we're often the go-to person solving everyone else's problems, not wanting to burden others with ours. All of the repeated attempts that cause frustration from informal learning ends now. Time costs money, yet we procrastinate, weighing us in continued self-resentment as we try to balance all of life's duties and obligations, while constantly comparing ourselves to others that use their time wisely, echoing, why does it seem easier for others? I get it, we're human. To do this on your own through trial and error would cost you time and energy you don't have. Offline, this is a $7,000 investment that most individuals don't have the time, the money, or energy for. That is why my online 5-hour course, divided into 24 bite-sized, hands-on, fun dynamic sessions, is only going for $90. Yep, that's it, $90. I over-deliver. When you take the course, you will feel like even $7,000 would have been a bargain. So I ask you, when you take the course, treat it and yourself with the respect and responsibility as though you had spent thousands of dollars. Invest your $90 and make your money back multifold so we can create a circular economy. Together we can do it. But why only $90? To impact 100 million people around the world in just 1 year. Now, remember, before you click through to the info, I said at the very beginning, this is a challenge. Especially for this challenge, and in order to provide you with the events you deserve, we are offering pre-enrollments that will generate a discount code. That offer will be available for the early birds who enroll in the waitlist. For now, I'll see you in the course and hope you'll join us throughout this journey in combating ageism.